In this video, we will talk about how small armies defeated great empires, so make sure to watch the full video. History has shown that even the greatest empires can fall to much smaller armies through strategy, resilience, and determination. While massive military forces often seem invincible, countless examples prove that superior numbers and advanced technology do not always guarantee victory. From ancient times to modern warfare, small armies have used guerrilla tactics, superior terrain knowledge, deception, and unbreakable spirit to overcome overwhelming odds. Whether through brilliant leadership, surprise ambushes, or sheer perseverance, these victories have changed the course of history. These battles demonstrate that empires, no matter how powerful, are never untouchable. Here are some of the most remarkable moments when small armies defeated great empires. 1. The Battle of Marathon, 490 BC. When the mighty Persian Empire invaded Greece, they expected an easy victory. The Greek city-state of Athens, vastly outnumbered, faced the Persian army at Marathon. Instead of waiting for reinforcements, the Greeks launched a daring frontal attack, using their superior hoplite formation. Despite their smaller numbers, they routed the Persians, forcing them to retreat. This victory not only saved Athens but also demonstrated that disciplined, well-trained soldiers could defeat a numerically superior enemy. The Battle of Marathon became a defining moment in Greek history, proving that even small armies could challenge and defeat the greatest empires. 2. The Battle of Teutoburg Forest, 9 AD. The Roman Empire, known for its disciplined legions, suffered one of its worst defeats in the dense forests of Germania. A coalition of Germanic tribes, led by Arminius, lured 3 Roman legions into an ambush. Trapped in unfamiliar terrain, the Romans were unable to form their traditional battle lines. Over several days, they were systematically slaughtered, with nearly 20,000 Roman soldiers perishing. This shocking defeat halted Rome's expansion into Germania and forced them to abandon further conquests in the region. The battle proved that even the world's strongest empire could be humbled by a smaller, well-prepared force. 3. The Battle of Ain Jalut, 1260. The Mongol Empire had swept through Asia, crushing every army in its path. However, at Ain Jalut, the Mamluk Sultanate of Egypt stood their ground. Using a deceptive retreat, the Mamluks lured the Mongols into a trap before launching a devastating counterattack. For the first time, the Mongols suffered a major defeat, proving they were not invincible. This battle stopped Mongol expansion into the Middle East and preserved the Islamic world from total conquest. Ain Jalut remains one of history's most astonishing victories, showing that even the most feared empire could be defeated by a smaller but strategically superior army. 4. The Battle of Bannockburn, 1314. In their fight for independence, the Scots, led by Robert the Bruce, faced an English army that was far superior in numbers and resources. Despite this, the Scots used the hilly terrain to their advantage, forcing the English to fight on unfavorable ground. Scottish spearmen held their lines against English cavalry charges, while clever positioning disrupted enemy movements. After 2 days of fierce fighting, the English forces crumbled, and Scotland won a decisive victory. This battle not only secured Scottish independence but also demonstrated that superior tactics and morale could defeat a larger, well-equipped army. 5. The American Revolution, 1775 to 1783. The British Empire was the most powerful military force in the world, yet it was unable to suppress a rebellion by the American colonists. Despite being outmatched in terms of soldiers, ships, and resources, the Americans used guerrilla warfare, alliances, and superior knowledge of the terrain to wear down British forces. With French support, they achieved a decisive victory at Yorktown, forcing Britain to recognize American independence. The Revolution proved that even the most dominant empires could be defeated when faced with a determined, well-motivated opposition using unconventional tactics and foreign alliances. 6. The Battle of Adwa, 1896. In one of the most shocking defeats of a European power by an African nation, Ethiopia decisively defeated Italy. At the Battle of Adwa, the Italians, expecting an easy conquest, underestimated the Ethiopian army led by Emperor Menelik II. Using superior knowledge of the mountainous terrain and strategic positioning, Ethiopian forces overwhelmed the Italians, capturing thousands of enemy soldiers. This victory secured Ethiopia's independence and became a powerful symbol of resistance against colonial rule. The Battle of Adwa demonstrated that even a smaller, less technologically advanced army could defeat a European empire through strategy, unity, and resilience. 7. The Battle of Aisne-la-One, 1879. The British Empire, confident in its advanced weaponry and disciplined troops, invaded the Zulu kingdom in South Africa. However, at Aisne-la-One, the Zulu warriors, armed mostly with spears and shields, launched a devastating attack using superior battlefield tactics. Despite facing rifles and artillery, the Zulus used speed, coordination, and numerical superiority to overwhelm the British. In one of the worst defeats for the British in colonial warfare, nearly 1,300 soldiers were killed. This battle shattered the myth of European invincibility and proved that traditional armies could still triumph over technologically advanced imperial forces. 8. The Winter War, 1939–1940. When the Soviet Union invaded Finland, the Red Army expected a swift victory. However, the Finnish army, vastly outnumbered and under-equipped, used guerrilla tactics and winter warfare expertise to devastating effect. Finnish snipers, ski troops, and small strike teams ambushed Soviet columns, cutting off supply lines and forcing enemy troops into the freezing wilderness. The Soviets suffered over 300,000 casualties, shocking the world. Although Finland eventually had to cede some territory, they inflicted enormous losses on the Soviet army, proving that superior strategy and adaptation could allow a smaller force to stand against a global superpower. 9. The Vietnamese victory against France and the US, 1946–1975. Vietnam, a small nation with limited resources, successfully defeated two of the world's most powerful empires, France and later the United States. The Vietnamese, led first by Ho Chi Minh and later by General Vo Nguyen Giap, relied on guerrilla warfare, underground tunnels, and superior knowledge of the jungle terrain. In both conflicts, the Vietnamese wore down their opponents through prolonged resistance, forcing them into costly wars of attrition. The stunning victories at Dien Bien Phu, 1954, against France and the Tet Offensive, 1968, against the US proved that even the most advanced militaries could be defeated by a determined, resourceful enemy. 10. The Afghan resistance against the Soviet Union, 1979–1989. When the Soviet Union invaded Afghanistan, they expected a quick and decisive victory. Instead, they faced a decade-long insurgency by Afghan Mujahideen fighters, who used guerrilla tactics, mountainous terrain, and foreign support to wear down Soviet forces. Armed with US-supplied Stinger missiles, the Afghan resistance targeted Soviet helicopters and supply lines, making occupation unsustainable. The war drained Soviet resources, morale, and political stability, contributing to the eventual collapse of the Soviet Union itself. This conflict demonstrated how smaller, poorly equipped forces could defeat a global superpower by exploiting terrain, unconventional warfare, and foreign alliances. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. Also, subscribe to our channel before you go. Thank you for watching.